Howdy everybody, welcome back. I'm Sean with Back to Good, and it's Friday evening. I had to work today, left the house about 6:30 a.m. this morning, and I got home about 5 p.m. Got out of those work clothes and put some different work clothes on, and I wanted to come down to the property before it got dark out and see if I can't put 3 T-posts up at the end of the stake line down here on our property line. Just in case those stakes get moved, we've got markers. The first stake in the road right here, 25 feet out, is going to be past the brush line, so I'm not going to worry about that stake, marking that one off. The second one, the same thing. The 25 feet into our property there is past that brush line with all them felled trees right there. So I'm going to go for the third, the fourth, and the fifth stake of the property line and measure out actually 26 feet from each post, because we got, I think the Arkansas law is we got to be at least 12 inches from the easement. But this is a temporary mark, so we, you know, if those stakes get run over with the backhoe, because Gary is down here, Gary from Junk to Gems, working on clearing out the road. He's got a little bit done, but he's helping Megan and Rory out getting that road down to their property so they don't have to use our property to get to theirs. We got some nice nature sounds, a lot of birds singing. I heard that owl, he's hooting around here. So we're just gonna, I got you set up in the gorilla cart. We're gonna pull you down to the third stake. I got a reel tape, we're gonna measure off 26 feet. And I got some T-posts and a T-post pounder, and we're going to just mark off 26 feet from the third, fourth, and fifth posts. So come along, let's go. That second post right here, and to those felled trees right there, it's about 18 feet, so I've got to get past that to be able to put the marker in. So I'm not going to worry about the first two. I'm going to do this third one here, and the fourth and the fifth one. Alright, so I'm going to have to take it easy with that cart because y'all fell over. I'm probably going to cut that part out. Maybe, maybe not. So I can already see from that fourth stake down there, it got ran over with the clearing. But here's the third stake right here. And the angle it's at is the angle I'm going to come off and go 25 feet this way and make that first mark with the T-post for a future fence line that is on. This is the south side of our property here, but it's definitely at an angle because the road goes at an angle. It dipped way into our property, as you saw from the last video. So let me set y'all down, and we'll go ahead and mark this one out and get the first T-post set up. 25 feet, and there's 26. Angle looks pretty good. All right, we got that first T-post marked off. That is 26 feet from the property line marker. The easement road is 25 feet on each side. So 25 feet on our side plus 12 inches for the fence line. So this is just a temporary marker. So when this post disappears, this stake, we got a mark. I can already see the next stake got ran over, at least the tree it was attached to. Alright, there's the next stake. It's still there. And Rachel's got a temporary purple flag right there, which should be 26 feet from that stake. We're going to double check it, measure it out, just make sure. But that's 25 feet in the other way on the other people's property that Gary pushed back. Still got some work to go that way. For everybody who's following along with my health, I'll give you all an update at the end of this video. Alright, second T-post is in. There is the fourth marker. Can't really see it, but we're going to go down to it and mark it off. Definitely a gorgeous evening here in Arkansas. It is a little muggy. We got a thunderstorm this morning, but I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. All right, let's get back in here. So there was some clearing done here. A lot of work to get this road fixed. A lot of people asked that it should have been on the survey company to come in here and do this. Turns out that the seller hired a for-hire guy locally in town to do this, and I think that explains why it wasn't done professionally. And you know, I don't think he has any intentions of getting him back out here to do this. So we want to keep as much property as we can, so we're just taking it upon ourselves. Luckily we got good neighbors and they're helping us out here, so if we have to help Megan and Rory finish this road and Gary get down here and finish this road, that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna get bumpy through here, so I'm gonna carry you out instead of putting you in the cart. Little yellow stake down there, that's the actual metal property pin. So this is 4 corners. There's property on that corner, Megan and Roy's property that corner, and then the other neighbors is that corner, and this is where our property ends, going straight in. So we'll set you up right here. So I'm going to have to walk through some brush to get this last one marked off. that's 26 feet from that property pin. Nothing on this side needs to be cleared, just this side over. So hopefully that helps. And if them stakes get moved, if they get pushed out, we've got some kind of marker where we can put our fence on our side. Yeah, I'll show you a side view. Looks like it's another 25 feet to where the road is. So I definitely say they were off. So there's that T-post right behind this tree. So we'll go sideways and you can see these trees. We want to keep those. That'll give us a little bit of a privacy barrier. And then where that black tree is should be about our west side property line going straight up. And all this cul-de-sac right here that was cleared out belongs to that neighbor that you're facing over there. All right, now we got to make that trip back uphill there. I don't know if you can tell, but it is uphill. We gotta go through that little mud bog there pulling the cart. So maybe we'll fast forward this. But I'll keep you here because I'm gonna give you an update on my health when we get to the top. I think we're going to have to carry it through this part. Buddy, you hiding in the grass? I'm not gonna do nothing to you. Oh, don't like me. There he goes. All right, we're gonna hook that. Look at that sky. Wow. Sorry, I got sidetracked. That is beautiful. Well, we're going to hook that gorilla cart up to the hitch. I'm going to back up to turn around right there. And then I'm going to take you down to our camper site that we're getting cleared out. And I'll give you some info on my health. And if you're new to Back to Good, this is actually our second channel. Our main channel is following along with everything we're doing on our journey here in Arkansas, living off grid. Going to be making a homestead. So let's get that vehicle turned around and we'll be down at the campsite and I'll show you what clearing we have done so far and we'll give you that health update. Alright y'all, we're down here at the property, our property, where our camper is going to be. And I'm just going to show you what we did on the main channel. So if you haven't checked out the main channel, the link is on the home page of this channel. It's Back to Good. I'm Sean at Back to Good. So I appreciate everybody that came over from that main channel to follow us over here. This channel, just again to give you a heads up, it's sneak peeks of the main channel of work we're doing. It's also updates on the family. I've been giving updates on my health here. If you're new to the channel, I do have to have a major surgery coming up, reconstructive surgery on my abdominal lining, as I have had 2 major surgeries already. Back in September of 2023, I had a ruptured colon. I went to the ER after feeling bad for about 7 days. I should have went a whole lot quicker. They did a quick CAT scan and told me basically I need emergency surgery. We were in a rural area of Arizona, so they had to airlift me on a helicopter, which was actually pretty cool, flying in the helicopter. They flew me to Tucson to have that emergency surgery done. A little bit embarrassing, but they had to give me an ostomy bag while everything healed up, so I had to deal with that for 6 months. So anybody that's going through that, I feel your pain. You know, especially if that's a permanent thing. But luckily for me, they were able to reverse that. When they did reverse that, I didn't have any really abdominal lining on the front of my stomach. So I wear a medical binder to hold, you know, all the insides in there together. They're basically just pressing up against my skin right now. So that was the whole thing with having to go on a diet and lose 30 pounds so I can get this reconstructive surgery done. I've got until July 9th to lose that weight. Back in January, when I initially saw the surgeon at Fort Smith, very happy with the surgeon. He definitely seems, you know, high speed, so very happy with that. You know, he said I need to lose 30 pounds for him to be able to do that surgery. So right now I am 227 pounds. I figure I need to be at 225 or lower. My personal goal is 210 pounds. So we've come all the way down from 261. Then when I was weighed, that was with boots and jeans on. So I probably was about 255. So being at 227, that's almost the 30 pounds. I'm like 2 pounds away from that 30 pounds. But I want to be below that so the doctor's really happy with me when I go in to see him. So I'm doing really well on that carnivore diet. I've had a couple subscribers that have helped me out with some goodies for that and a lot of tips, directing me towards some really cool videos on YouTube. And I've been doing great. I have cheated a little bit, but with condiments. Yellow mustard, you know, it's got no calories, no sugar, no carbs. And Louisiana hot sauce, because, you know, eating meat and eggs and butter and salt, yeah, it's hard to stick to that diet. But, you know, it does have health benefits, because I've lost, you know, a lot of weight doing that, and some other ailments that I've had are reversing. Like, you know, I'm getting up there in age, so I had skin tags all over my hand, and they're disappearing. The skin tags are going away. Had one up here right on my eyelid and under my nose, and those are receding, so I'm really happy about that, those skin tags going away. I had a real nasty fall when we lived in Illinois before we went back to Arizona, before we came to Arkansas. I slipped on cement stairs in the ice in the wintertime and fell right on the small of my back and got an extremely large hematoma. And you know, when I went to the ER in Illinois, the ER surgeon was like, I don't want to release this because I'm afraid you'll bleed out. So they left me with this huge hematoma on my back. And when it finally went down, it was still there for a long time. So, you know, I had scar tissue, the remnants of a large hematoma, and since I've been on the carnivore diet, that's actually almost disappeared completely, so that's pretty cool. I've definitely gotten some more muscle tone. You know, I got a really great comment from Nancy, you know, because I've been stuck at that 227, 229 for about 5 days now, whereas before I was losing a pound or two a day, you know, working hard and just eating the carnivore diet. But I had to add another notch to my belt, so I know I'm still losing inches, but I'm gaining lean muscle, and that's why my weight's kind of been in the same area. So my plan is, you know, the day before I go back on July 9th, I'm going to fast that day. I'm only going to drink water, and then, you know, I'm going to drink water up until I go to bed. And then my appointment's at 8:50 in the morning, so I'm not going to drink any water when I go in there, so I could be the lowest weight I could be, so that surgeon will be happy. All right, so that's where I'm at on the health update. I really appreciate everybody, you know, the well wishes and the prayers on my health, because I do need to get this surgery done so we can make this dream happen, you know, with our homestead. So let me turn you around here. I'm going to show you all the work we got done on the main channel. You can go check those videos out. I'll put links in this video below to those, everything that we've been doing. So let's check it out real quick. All right, so this area here, in between that post and this tree, we are going to take these two trees out. It's where we're going to pull our camper in, our fifth wheel, down that road right through here. And it's going to come with the hitch facing south and park right into here. So we're working on clearing this out more, because the truck that pulls our fifth wheel in is going to have to be able to pull forward and back out, or be able to turn around or maybe go out to the road there, because we do want to clear all this brush up next to the road. This was all brush and tree lines before. We got that all cleared out. We don't want a snake haven or critter haven near the road. Everything that's cleared out right here where we're standing has been pushed over to here by Gary at Junk to Gems with his backhoe, Big Bertha. And we're going to work on clearing that out when we get the camper down here, because the main goal right now for us is to get our camper moved down. We've got cleared out behind that brush line as well, down to our creek. We do have what they call a dry creek, because it only runs, you know, when there's water flow. It doesn't run all year long, but it's been running for about the past 6 months. And we've got this area cleared out here. This is our Vortex burn barrel. It's a really good design. Gets airflow through those little slats through there and spins around. Produces a lot of heat. It's been going through that green brush really fast for us. We cleared this out the other day on the main channel on that last video, and we're going to stack all this firewood right here nice and tight in between these two trees. We want to make it nice and tight because we don't want any snakes making a home in there. This pile has been here for a minute, so I'm a little worried there's going to be a surprise in there when we move this, because I did see what I thought was a tail of a snake the other day when we were working down here. So if y'all want to go down and see this creek real quick, stick around. Let's walk down there and we'll see. We got a big storm this morning. We'll see how high this creek is, and hopefully we don't have any surprises going through this brush here. I got muck boots on. I got some pretty thick coveralls on, so if a snake did get at my knee or below, I think I'd be okay, but I don't want to chance it, so we won't test that. But definitely getting overgrown. This was all cleared out a while back, but this is, we'll get down here to the creek so you can see that creek. Yep, there's that creek, and she's flowing. You can see that water flow there, and it heads that way and kind of makes an S-turn through our property there, and then runs along the south side edge of our property and goes into the next neighbor's property. But from here, this creek comes all the way up to about 30 to 40 feet off of the east side of our property, and then runs perpendicular up the east side all the way up to that point of the property, that corner over there, and then cuts across going south, north and south, and then makes a 90-degree turn going into the other neighbor's property, which has 30 acres. So this creek has been running for over 6 months now. We've just gotten so much rain in the last 6 months, rain and snow. So we hope to do a retention pond at the end of this creek on the southwest corner of our property to capture a lot of this water for animals, and then we can filter it, run it into some totes and then filter it that way. Try to utilize some water off of our land. We are going to be completely on solar power down here, so we are going to be off grid. My hope is, one day in the future we will get a well dug down here, because I happen to believe the water table is pretty low here in this area. So hopefully that'll be something we can do on our own, and we won't have to hire a company and it costs an arm and a leg. So let me get back up here through this brush line, everything that was pushed to the center here, and we'll say goodnight. As you can see, I've got my little mini trailer, the gorilla cart, hooked up to the hitch of the car there. That's how we've been hauling tools down here to do work. Alright y'all, that's going to wrap it up. It's getting, the sun's going down, it's starting to get dark. I'm going to go home and get some carnivore dinner. Rachel's got some burgers she's going to put on the grill. Carnivore dinner means no bun for me. So, yeah. Thank you everybody for following along. Thank you everybody that's subscribed to this channel. We do appreciate it. It definitely helps us out, keep us going on our journey. And if you haven't subscribed to our main channel, please do. That's where all the main projects are going on over there at Back to Good. So thank you very much everybody. Bye!